Hello everyone, I am presenting memory using experimental and non-experimental research. My name is ArshDeep Kaur. I am first year student. I am pursuing Associate of Science degree. Psychology sheds light on the reasons behind people's action. A deeper understanding of human behaviorisms, thoughts, and emotions can be gained by studying it. Here are some contents which I am going to discuss in my presentation. First of all, the introduction to memory research. Memory research is a fascinating and important field of study that seeks to understand how we remember and forget information. Researchers use a variety of experimental and non experimental methods to investigate memory, including brain imaging, behavioral studies, and surveys. By studying memories, researchers hope to gain insights into how we learn, how we process information, and how we can improve our memory. There is theoretical framework of memory. Memory research is underpinned by several theoretical frameworks that help explain the complex processes involved in encoding, storing, and retrieving information. One such framework is the multi-store model of memory, which proposes that information is processed and stored in three distinct memory stores: sensory memory, short-term memory, and long-term memory. Another important framework is the level of processing models, which suggests that depth at which information is processed during encoding affects how well it is remembered. Moving forward, there are different types of memories. Firstly, we are talking about working memory. Working memory is a type of short-term memory that is responsible for temporary holding and manipulating information that we need to immediately task. It is sometimes referred to as the mental workspace, where we can hold information for a short period of time while we use it to do a completed task. For example, when we are when we are trying to solve a math problem in our head, we use our working memory to hold the numbers and operations we need to complete the problem. On the other hand, long-term memory. Long-term memory is responsible for storing information over a longer period of time. This type of memory is used to store information that we don't need to immediately but may need to assess later. For example, when we learn someone's name, we store it in our long term memory so that we can recall it later when we need this person again. Moving forward, I am discussing some factors which affect memory. The first factor is sleep. Researchers have shown that sleep plays a crucial role in memory consolidation. Getting enough restful sleep can improve people's memory and recall. The other factor is stress. High level of stress can negatively impact memory. Chronic disease can damage the hypothalamus, a brain region involved in memory formation. The other factor is environment. The environment in which we learn and recall information can affect memory. Creating a quiet and distraction-free study can improve memory retention. Moving forward, we are discussing experimental research methods. For experimental research method, we try to do different methods. The first method is independent and dependent variable. Experimental research in memory involve manipulation and independent variable to observe its effect on a dependent variable. The independent variable is that manipulated by the researcher, while the dependent variable is that which is measured to see if the changes as a result of manipulation. The other method is random assignment. In experimental research, participants are randomly assigned to different conditions to ensure that any observed differences between groups are due to manipulation of the independent variable and not some other factors. This helps to control for external variables that may affect the results. And the other method is control group. Experimental research often include a control group, which is a group that does not receive the manipulation of the independent variable. This allows researchers to compare the results of the experimental group to the control group and determine if any observed effects are due to the manipulation of the independent variable or specified due to the chance. And there is one more experimental research method, which is double-blind procedure. To prevent bias in the result, experimental research often employs a double-blind procedure. This means that neither the participant nor the researchers know which group is experimental group and which group is control group. This helps to eliminate any potential bias that may affect the results. Moving forward, there are different non-experimental research methods. These are used in memory research to study memory without manipulating any variable. The first method is observation. Observation involves watching and recording behavior without interfering in any way. In memory research, the method can be used to observe natural memory process in everyday settings. The other method is surveys. Surveys involve asking people about their experiences and opinions. In memory research, this method can be used to gather information about people's memory of specific event or their journal memory abilities. Moving forward, there is also a case studies. Case studies involve in-depth examination of a single individual or group. In memory research, this method can be used to study the memory abilities to people with specific conditions or experience. Here is one experimental research, which the topic of the research is the impact of processing depth on memory recall. In this in this research, the level of processing theory possesses that the depth of processing during encoding significantly affects memory recall. This research aimed to experimentally investigate the impact of processing depth on memory recall, contributing to our understanding of cognitive processes and potential application in the education context. The participation in this experimental research are a diverse group of participants, which is denoted by N, was recruited for the study. The procedure of this process is that participants were randomly assigned to either the deep processing or shallow processing condition. In the deep processing condition, participants engaged in tasks requiring semantic analysis and meaningful connection with presented information. Moreover, shallow processing participants focus on superficial features like visual or phonemic aspect without emphasizing meaning. After retention and interval, memory recall was assessed through standardized tests or tasks relevant to the processed information. The result of this research is that statistical analysis revealed a significant difference in memory recall between participants who underwent deep processing and those who engaged in shallow processing. Specifically, individuals in the deep processing condition demonstrated significant better recall performance across various memory measures compared to their shallow processing counterparts. There is also a different research which is done by using experimental research methods. The topic of this non-experimental research is exploring age-related decline in memory function. In this research, cognitive aging is a complex phenomena encompassing various changes in the cognitive functions, which with memory being a key aspect. This study aims to explore the relationship between age and memory performance, acknowledging the diversity of factors that may influence cognitive aging. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for adapting educational strategies and developing targeted inventions to support individuals across the lifespan. The participants in this research are a diverse and representative sample, which is also denoted by N, spanning different age groups participated in the study. The procedure is that participants underwent standardized memory assessments encompassing various memory domains such as short-term, long-term, and working memory. Demo Demographic information, including age, was collected to facilitate correlation analysis, and statistical analysis, including Pearson or Spearman correlation coefficients, were employed to assess the relationship between age and the memory performance. The result of this research showed that correlation and analysis revealed a significant negative correlation between age and memory performance across multiple memory domains. Specifically, as age increased, the participants exhibited poorer memory function. This finding indicates that older adults on average experience challenges in memory related tasks compared to those younger counterparts. Moving forward, there is data analysis and findings related to experimental research and non-experimental research. In the experimental research, our, exper- our experimental research found that participants who engaged in deep processing of information had significantly better, more recall than those who engaged in shallow processing. While in the non-experimental research, found a significant negative correlation between age and memory performance, indicating that older adults have poorer memory function than younger adults. There are some implications and applications. So, first of all, I will discuss some practical applications, which are memory research has numerous practical applications, including improving education practices and developing treatments for memory disorders. By understanding how memory works, educators can design more effective teaching methods that can help students retain information. Additionally, researchers can use their findings to develop treatments for memory disorders such as Alzheimer's disease and dementia. On the other hand, when we talk about ethical implications, memory research also has ethical implications, particularly when it comes to the use of experimental methods. Researchers must ensure that their experiments do not cause harm to participants and must obtain informed consent before conducting a research. Additionally, researchers must consider the potential implications of their findings, particularly if they involve the manipulation of memory or creation of false memory. The conclusion of an experimental research is that this experimental research provides empirical evidence proving that the impacts of processing depth on memory recall. The finding emphasizes the cognitive processes involved in memory consolidation and suggests practical applications for optimizing memory performance in educational and cognitive invertible contents. While non-experimental research shows that this study contributes to our understanding of age-related changes in memory function. The significant negative correlation observed emphasizes the need for targeted interventions and adaptive strategies to support cognitive in aging and population. There are some citations and references which I have taken. Thank you so much.